And Jesus says these words every day. I used to sit in the temple teaching and you didn't seize me. Why didn't you do it then? You come out at night like I'm a bad guy. Oh, maybe you're the bad guys coming out in the dark and doing this. When do bad guys show up, right? Generally in the dark. And he says all these things will take place that the scriptures might be fulfilled that the prophets spoke of. And so this isn't happening by chance. The prophets had told us that all of his disciples would run. The scriptures had told us he'd be sold out for 30 pieces of silver. The scriptures told us that he would be betrayed by one of his own. This was all anticipated, and you find it in the Old Testament. Well, they walked Jesus from here, roughly the 20 minutes, to Caiaphas' house. And I've been in this place and numerous times, and the stairs, I walk up them. These are the original stairs that they pushed Jesus up. You can imagine the crowd behind him pushing Jesus, the bad guy, up the stairs, right? And him coming up on this platform. This is where Peter's going to deny Jesus 3 times. There's a cell in here, and you walk down into it, and you sit there and you go, wow, this was the place that as they were deliberating back and forth, that they would have put Jesus. Jesus was standing right here in this cell as this kangaroo court, not seeking justice, but injustice. They wanted him dead. This is a threat to their power. And them breaking the very commandments that they're supposed to be upholding and teaching the people. Do not lie, and they're lying about Jesus. Paying bribes to get injustice, the things that they wanted. And after they get through this process, and they're accusing Jesus, and Jesus not responding, the high priest says to him, I adjure you by the living God, tell us whether you are the Christ, the Son of God. And it says Jesus breaks the silence and said, you know what, I'd tell you, but if I told you, you wouldn't believe me anyways. But the day is coming when you will see the Son of Man in all of his glory seated at the right hand of the Father. And it says he rips his clothes and says, we don't need any more testimony. We've heard him blaspheme. He deserves to die. And they're all chanting, yes, kill him, kill him, kill him. And they're all chanting that. Problem is that this civil religious court doesn't have the authority. So now they walk him from this place, roughly the 20 minutes around or probably through the Temple Mount area to the fortress that is over here. The fortress isn't there today. We have the foundation of it, but it was destroyed in 70 AD. This is where Pilate was housed with his soldiers during the time. And they come, and in their religious piety, they say, oh, Pilate, we can't come in. We would be defiled coming into a Gentile's house. Can you come out and meet us? Never mind that they're lying about Jesus. Never mind that they're paying people to lie about Jesus. I mean, if you read the Old Testament, paying off people to lie about somebody else is a capital. I mean, this is massive. And you remember Pilate says, well, tell me what the problem is. And they said, well, this man makes himself out. He's breaking our law. And this is what Pilate says to him. Listen, then this isn't a criminal thing. This is a religious thing. It's a civil thing with you guys. You guys go take care of him. Say, no, we can't kill him. We want him dead. And he's like, hey, well, tell me his crime. Tell me his crime. So Pilate ends up taking Jesus, he interviews Jesus, he can't find anything wrong. He sends him to another king, that king, Herod, he can't find anything wrong. He comes back, they beat Jesus up some, and finally Pilate brings him out and says, you know what, it's your tradition to get someone set free. How about this guy or Barabbas? And who do they pick? Friends, the world is always picking the wrong person. Give us Barabbas, give us Barabbas. Finally, Pilate, in all of his frustration, it says that the third time, he's wanting to let him go. They're crying out, crucify him. It says, the third time. Come on, guys. What wrong has he done? This Gentile who doesn't even know anything about God knows more about justice than all of those religious leaders at that moment. And in his weakness, like so many politicians, like so many leaders, rather than doing what is just and right, the pressure of the crowd, he acquiesces. Okay, if that's what you want. And he brings a bowl of water, washes his hands. I am not guilty of this man's blood. And the crowd says, let his blood be upon us and upon our children. And so they take him from the fortress. And they walk him the 15, 20 minutes to Golgotha.